Good morning, world. I am Judy, your web based therapist, making therapy accessible and convenient for our clients in Florida and New York, and of course, sharing information worldwide. Today, I want to talk about 5 indirect ways that people may tell us that they are depressed. Because, especially with this year that we've been having, with how much depression has increased during the pandemic, and now we have that whole winter depression, seasonal affective disorder happening right now in the middle of the pandemic. More people may be experiencing symptoms of depression. And I want to share certain ways that people may tell us that something is going on, but because it is indirect, we might not see it or we might miss it. But before I get into that, I want to take a quick moment and say if you are subscribed, thank you so much for being a part of our world. If you are not yet subscribed, please take a moment and click the subscribe button below so that you can become a part of this wonderful world of ours. And remember to tick the bell so that you are notified when I post new videos so that you don't miss anything. And of course, if you'd like to purchase 1 or 3 of my books, there's also a link below that will take you to a site that shows you all your different options for places where you could get 1 or 3 of my books. Okay, let's get back to it. First, I'm tired. That lack of energy, that tired feeling can be a symptom of depression. And just because a person is tired does not necessarily mean that someone is depressed. But what you're looking for is when it's more frequent, or it's in that sometimes the tone that they say it into can imply that it's more of a emotional drain than a physical body tired. So when a person is constantly telling you they're tired, they're tired, they're tired, you may want to investigate or ask more questions. Is there something going on that would justify that person being more physically tired? Is there something has something changed that would make the person feel tired so much more than they normally are? And if there's nothing going on, then you may ask more questions to figure out what else could be going on that is causing that tiredness. Another way they say it sometimes could be, I'm over this, being in that, and it's like over everything, every other thing, they're over it, they're over it. So that lack of energy, feeling tired could be a symptom of depression. And sometimes people just put it out there as, I'm tired, I'm as a way of saying, hey, something is going on with me, but that's the wording that they have. That's the wording that they use. 2, canceling or declining everything. Right now, we're not doing as much outside. We're spending a lot more time at home. But even though you are at home, there are still things that are going on, and you will notice the difference where someone who normally maybe they don't accept every invitation, but they would accept some invitations, but they're canceling everything or canceling things they've already agreed to or declining every new invitation. Those are things that you may that should make you inquire as to, is there something else going on? What else is going on that could justify what you're seeing, or that could justify the behavior? And if nothing else is, if there's not a valid reason, then you may look at, okay, what else could be happening? And just talk to the person from a place of caring. If you notice, hey, why you're canceling a lot lately? Is something going on? What is going on with you? What can I help? But always, like I mentioned in the other video, come from a place of caring. Which brings me to number 3. The person always has a reason that they can't talk. When a person is feeling depressed, they have that tendency to want to isolate. They want to withdraw. They want to go back and they want to internalize it. They feel like that their ideal thing would be, hey, let me just be under these covers by myself and not deal with the world. So there's always, hey, I've had a long day. I can't talk right now. Hey, I'm tired. Hey, every time you reach out to them, they always have a reason why they can't talk to you. Yes, sometimes it happens that we do get busy, but again, listen to the tone. Listen to the person's voice as they're telling you, which is another reason I love calling. I tell people call because in text, you may not always get that in the person's voice versus when you're talking to the person and they're like, yeah, I'm tired. I can't talk right now. Like, so just make sure that you're reaching out to the person and paying attention. And if you realize that, hey, they're always avoiding conversation, then again, ask questions. 4, a tone of resignation. This is where it's they'll tell you, yeah, things are not going great, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. And then they're like, yeah, but that's how it is. Yeah, this is how it is. It's all there's that kind of I've given in, I've given up, I'm accepting this, like this is not good. I don't like it. I don't This is not what I want, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just going to accept this. There's that tone of resignation where they've, okay, given up or accepted and resigned themselves that this is what it is and this is what it, so they're just, that their only option is to accept. Again, when you hear that tone, when you see that, it may be that something else is going on, but just ask questions. Talk to the person, see if there is something that is going on, especially if there is something that is going on that you can help with. That way you figure out if there is an issue that needs to be addressed, then you can help them get the help to address it. Finally, sometimes a person will come out and tell you that they just don't feel like themselves. And that's their best way of saying, hey, this something is going on with me. When a person tells you that, and it's not in a happy, yeah, I'm just so happy, it just doesn't feel like me. Ask questions. See what's going on. Ask how you can help. Ask what has changed. Ask what's new, if there's anything new. Get to find out what is happening with them so that you can find out how you can be of assistance to them. Find out what the feelings, what the situations, what the any changes. Changes are usually a good sign, a good way of seeing what is going on. So ask questions, and if you find that someone is experiencing an issue, I shared in the other video ways that you can bring up the going to therapy if that's what the person needs. Let me do a quick recap. 1, I'm tired or I'm over this. It's not always an indication that a person is depressed. It's just maybe if it's happening too often, a sign that maybe you should ask a few questions. 2, canceling or declining every invitation, especially if the person is normally very social. Ask what's going on. Ask how you can help. See if there is something going on. 3, always having a reason that they can't talk. Again, this is best noticed when you actually call people, when you hear it in their voice. But if the person is always avoiding conversation, ask. 4, a tone of resignation. Again, happens when you're talking to people is when you can see it. Sometimes it does not come through clear in text. So talk to people. If you hear that tone of, I've accepted that things are just the way they are, ask questions. Figure out what's going on and how you can help. And finally, I just don't feel like myself. Sometimes that's how depression feels. It feels like you're somebody else. It feels like you're not inside your body. Ask, see what you can do, see how you can help. And if you find what you can do to help, please take the moment and help. As always, if you or someone you know happens to be going through something that's more than you can handle, please remember that there are professionals like myself who are available, able, and willing to help, and are even providing remote services who can assist with whatever you may have going on. So please figure out who those people are in your community so that if you need them, you can reach out and get the help that you need. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.